Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guess what? I haven't filmed a video that wasn't an apartment tour in a long time. I love YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. I've always wanted to make YouTube videos. I am very passionate about YouTube. I love it. Girl is ads free. I pay for that shit every month. And it's not cheap. It's like more than Netflix. But it's worth it to me because I love YouTube so much. But I do struggle with what am I going to make? Because what am I going to film? What am I going to talk about? Because I have certain people that I've watched on YouTube for years, like since I was in high school, and we've grown up together. And I'm 26 years old now. Can you believe that? Do I look 26? I probably look 19. I am on a new life journey, and I'm very excited about my new life journey. And the reason I struggle with my content is because I want people to watch me and watch my videos because they like me. I don't want people to come to my videos because they are interested in like tutorials or DIYs or cooking videos or, you know, like strictly just plants. Like I have a wide variety of interests that I like to talk about, and I really like vlogging and I love watching vlogs. A few of my favorite people that I do watch is Living Like Lindsay. I've watched her since I was in high school. Her sister, Megan Hughes. I love those two. Who else do I watch? I love H3. I love Ethan and Ela. And I watch them because I like them. I like don't even care what they're talking about. I'm just like still like go off, pop off sister, pop off queens. Those are just a few that I can remember off the top of my head right now, but I kind of don't really know. I didn't have a plan, but I just kind of wanted to sit down and give a little life update because you know, in the last 6 or 7 years of my adult life, probably from around 19 years old, this is a really new, like, revelation that I've had. Within the last couple of months, actually, I realized that I lived my life like I was a rat in a cage, like an ugly little mole rat locked in a cage. Not really locked in a cage, but just like dwelling in like a little basement dwelling, you know, like just kind of miserable on a constant basis. And, you know, I had gone through a relationship and a breakup. And I honestly, when I got into the relationship, I thought all my problems were fixed. I thought, you know, I really did think that life was going to be good, and then it wasn't. And I was at a job I was miserable at, and just so like not confident in who I am, because I honestly didn't even know who I was for so long. And now coming up on being single for 2 years, and I'll get into it, but being single for 2 years and getting a new job, and then getting another new job, which has honestly changed my life. The people that I've met and enjoying working has just, and those two things have changed my life drastically. But I feel like I am I'm realizing I'm becoming more confident as a woman. I'm becoming more of who I am, and it's an incredible thing. I really do wish that all women, and I know men go through the similar issues, but it's just not, I'm not a man. I can't relate. I don't know what it is, but I know other women and girls, even in elementary school, middle school, high school, just women in general, there's kind of a constant, never going away kind of struggle that we have with ourselves. and thinking we're not good enough, we don't look good enough, we aren't like the other girls. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of bullshit, and I think that it's one of those things that is like, was that necessary when you created the universe? And it's one of the minor things that's kind of like, you look at the world and you're really just like, really, that wasn't necessary. Like, women don't have to hate themselves and each other. That's one thing that is really unfortunate, is that I feel like a lot of times, I'm kind of rambling, you guys. I kind of am going off and like going in and out of making sense. But one of the things that is unfortunate is like, women do tend to feel a competition or a comparison at all times with other women. I've learned it just by working with other women, trying to make friends with other women. And you know what? It doesn't have to be like that. There is no rules to life. I am allowed to look in the mirror and think that I'm beautiful no matter what. I'm on a self-confidence, finding myself journey, and I'm getting there. I can feel it. I've been so much more positive. I got out of that struggle that I was talking about, where I just felt miserable for the last 6 years. I will say it had a lot to do with drinking, and just feeling like that was like my goal, my purpose in life was to just like be a drunk. And there was no outing of it. And I'm recently sober, and that along with so many other things have changed my life. I wake up, I don't even think about it. I don't even think about drinking, and I'm not going to say never. I never think about drinking. And it would be great if I could drink like a normal freaking human being, but I just can't, and I know that now. It took me a long freaking time to figure it out, but I just feel like in the last 6 months, I've made connections with people that have changed my life and made me realize that women are everything. Women are beautiful. You know, most people are kind and generous and nice to strangers, and they don't want to feel bad. They want to be good people. And I think a lot of things, when they aren't in that kind of way, it is because it's internal. You know, you hear that all the time, like people who, like, I don't know, look down on you, talk bad at you, judge you, or make fun of you, like they're internally struggling. And I think that's true, because if you can love who you are and be confident in yourself, it's kind of like, I don't give a shit what y'all are doing. I love me. Like, you do you, boo. You're on your own journey. I don't care what you're doing. And I love you for it. Like, I really am, like, so much more positive. And I was in therapy, and my therapist told me, she told me that you give yourself affirmations and you tell yourself things, and you be positive to yourself, and your little brain will rewire itself so you believe them. Like, your go-to isn't going to be like, this sucks, or like, say you have to do the dishes, your go-to is not gonna be like, the dishes fucking suck, you know? Or you look in the mirror and your hair's a little crazy. Your go-to isn't going to be, damn it, my hair looks like shit. It's gonna be like, the dishes aren't so bad. My hair looks good. It looks a little crazy, but it still looks good, you know? Like, it's so like cliche to think that positivity is like, it follows. I've just been getting more spiritual. I've been getting into energy, and it is so obvious when you start to do it and feel it and say it out loud, how true it is, that if you even just fake it till you make it, baby, look in the mirror and say, I look fucking damn ass good, bitch. And even if you don't think it, if you say it so much, you start to believe it. You really do. Like, and this is such, like, recently. And that's why I kind of feel like a cheese ball, even just bringing this up, because it's not like I'm 100% perfect with my journey, and I am an all-knowing being, and I'm gorgeous all the time, and I love myself all the time, but it is most of the time. And I'm not cocky. I'm not like I'm the greatest bitch ever been walking on this planet, but, like, honestly, kind of. No, but I genuinely like myself, and I feel like it's important to, I mean, it's everything to like who you are as a person. And I just was, like, inspired to make this video. I don't even know if this is, like, going to make sense to anybody, or if anybody will watch it, or if it will even resonate with anybody, but I mean, I'm 26 years old, and I'm learning now that I'm a cool-ass bitch. I'm a down-ass, cool-ass motherfucking bitch. You know? Like, if you're younger than I am, or even older than I am, just know that it's possible to improve at least. There's no, like, final destination. I feel like confidence and self-love ebb and flow. It goes up and down, you know? I have this rose quartz heart given to me by literal angel walking on this earth. Love the Palmer who got this for me, but self-love, it ebbs and it flows. It goes up and it down. It goes up and it goes down. But you have to know that at the end of the day, that it's up. That at the end of the day, you might have had a bad day, and you might have been like, I was a little off today, but you know that that's not forever. You know, there's a thing that I realized about emotions, is that anger, sadness, frustration, all of those emotions feel so strong when you're feeling them. They feel like they're so intense, and they're like, it's almost like they're the only emotions that you feel, at least for me. Like, they're just so much more drastically, like, they're so much more consuming. And you gotta not let that be the thing. You got to realize that, of course, you're going to get angry and you're going to get upset, but you need those moments to feel happy. Otherwise, happiness wouldn't be anything. So I hope I am making sense, you guys. Also, just, it's so cute. I went 7 years of my adult life, no friends. And I mean, like, I have a couple from high school and some people that I met with that I would do yoga with and stuff, but there's when you find a true connection, you know it. And it took me a long time to feel that. And if you're struggling and thinking like, I'm never gonna meet any friends, I'll never find somebody who loves me, it's just not true. It simply is not true. You know, I've also realized that love is work. It's not just you find somebody that you think is attractive and you vibe off of each other and you have a good time. That's just not how it works. I thought that's how it worked, and that's, I think, why my relationship ended 2 years ago now, because I kind of just didn't try that hard, you know. I honestly was like, oh, we're together, obviously, then we're just gonna be together no matter what. But that's just not the case, obviously. But you have to be strategic. You have to be purposeful. You have to be thoughtful. You have to be aware. And it's kind of like life is just like hitting me all at once, and I'm just like a better person in the last 6 months. Just like so many life lessons and so many so many things all at once, and it's amazing. I mean, peep, this is a picture that I had made about 3 years ago, and yeah, me and my ex, Justin, who is on this channel, are back together again as of recently. He lives in Ohio, and I am moving to Ohio. Ball drop, just in case anybody was wondering what's happening with that. Yeah, I'm moving to Ohio in the next 6 or 7 months. We're doing long distance right now, which kind of sucks, but it's also kind of fun. It's kind of fun to like know that we can be together. Like, one of the things that was our issue was that I was very dependent. I just kind of was like, take all of the brunt of everything in every situation. Take it so I don't have to. That's kind of how I was. And I didn't realize it at the time. And I think us being apart for so long allowed me to be independent, grow on my own, figure out who I am. And our connection has always been very strong, like no other. And I think that we both know that, and we needed time apart. Very cliche. A lot of this stuff is cliche, but you know what? It's cliche. It's all true. Cliche is freaking true, you guys. That's why they're cliche. That's why they're said a million times. That's why freaking love songs are always the same, because it's true. Like, when I went through heartbreak and I was listening to music, I had never been able to relate to it before, and I'm just like, Adele, are you joking? Adele, are you also feeling how I feel? Like, you've been there. So many people have been there. You're not alone. Nobody is ever alone. Like, we're just on a planet trying to survive. And, you know, you can't, at least for me, you can't take work too seriously, because you know what? We do not work to live. We do not live to work. We work so we can enjoy our lives. You know, that's a whole different thing. I don't want to get too political, but I will say I vote for 3-day work weeks. Just saying. But, kind of lost my train of thought now that I'm talking about that. But life life don't ever stop, baby. And life don't ever happen out of nowhere. Like, you got to make the moves for yourself. You have to be confident, and you have to be able to take risks. And I don't know if I've ever done anything that I was scared to do and regretted it. I honestly don't think I've done anything. I've gone out on so many limbs, and I think they've all panned out. And if they haven't panned out, then I learned something. I'm literally sound like a book, because it's so cliche, but it's so true. So that's my little life update. I kind of feel like I was just spitting a lot of nonsense, and I don't know if this is going to make sense to anybody, or if anybody's going to resonate with this or feel like it's helping them. But yeah, I'm just here. You know, I used to think that life was like pointless. Literally, what's the point? But that's the point. There are no rules to life. We're just here for a good time. Let's have a good time. You know, you don't have to be fucking, sorry, I swear a lot, but you don't have to be like the most successful bitch around. You don't have to focus on career. You don't have to focus on family. Well, I don't know if I should say that, but you know, life isn't a box of cookie cutter, white picket fence, marriage, children, career. Like, you can really just do anything that you want. Obviously, you have to have money, which is unfortunate, but so you kind of do have to have a job, but it doesn't have to be everything in the world to you. Like, I'm just the waitress. I love my job. I really do. I love working at the cafe that I work at. I've met the coolest bitches in town, and I still feel fulfillment outside of work, you know. Especially recently, I have been known to spend my time off of work just simply sitting on the couch and watching YouTube, and that is all. But as soon as you get out and you do stuff, and you will feel so productive, and productivity is also kind of a scam, but like I said, I don't want to get too political, but you know, you're allowed to exist and enjoy your time on the couch without feeling guilty about it. But for me, at least, breaking out of that and doing things I normally wouldn't, and like going out to eat by myself. Are you joking? Like, take myself on a date, you know, go ice skating by yourself. Just like, there's so many things that you can do. Okay, this really just comes down to like being able to enjoy your own company without having to be like disassociating with the damn phone in your hand, which I've done before and I've done for years, but I'm getting out of that, and it feels really good to, you know, like I said, it ebbs and flows. Like, I've been on my phone the last week, and I'm just saying, like, to be able to sit there with your brain and to not need a distraction is pretty awesome. I don't want it to sound like I'm preaching or like I've figured it all, here's my secrets, but because this is definitely not the case. You know, like, I'm definitely not perfect. Nobody is, but I'm still learning this whole confidence thing, and I think making this video is going to help me and progress and be able to look back and compare. I love that. I love that. I love being able, instead of comparing yourself to other people, compare yourself, maybe don't compare at all, but if you're going to, compare yourself to your past. I mean, at least for me, unless you're going to be negative about it, you got to just think positively. Like, if you can't do the dishes, then wash your favorite mug. If you can't clean the living room, then get the trash out. Like, do little things, small victories. Just look at every situation more positively instead of being like, my house is a mess, it's stressing me out. Do one thing. Just do one thing. Now I'm preaching. You know, you'll feel better about yourself for doing that one thing, and maybe get the confidence and the motivation to keep moving. And even if you don't keep moving, you did one thing. Tomorrow you can do something else, or next week, or next month, you know. I feel like I could just keep rambling for very, very long. This little hair has been like that the whole video. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? Oh well. Self-love is most important before anything else. And it's so silly because I've heard that my whole life. I heard that my whole life. But it doesn't make it right. You cannot love anybody until you love yourself. That's the phrase that we've all heard our whole lives, right? I don't know if I believe that so much, but I do believe that self-love is the most important love above all else, as I'm holding this rose quartz. But I really do believe that. I believe that in order to be happy, you must find self-love. That's what it is. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting to find self-love and to truly believe it. It is so exciting. Like, I've been just like finding my own style, and you know, like, if I wasn't me, my apartment wouldn't be a rainbow. I bought that off somebody on Facebook. But if I wasn't me, then I wouldn't have this astral cowboy shirt. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm cool. I'm excited to be me. I'm excited to learn more about myself. And I feel like failure is the #1 way for myself to learn. Failing is crucial. It sucks, girly, but it's crucial. And I feel like I'm rambling and I am popping off a little too much. So I think I'm going to end it here, but life we rock and roll, baby. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. So let's get it right. Life's what you make it. So come on. Come on, everybody now. Are you kidding me? Hannah Montana really teaching us life lessons at age 12? I still love Miley. Everybody knows I love Miley. Like, probably more than I love anybody. That's so not true. But I do, like, she's my queen walking on earth. Also, let me show you. Come here. Come here. I got a little baby. I got a baby. I got a baby. His name is Pumpkin. Like pumpkin, but punk. Like he's a little punk. Little pumpkin. Little pumpkin ass bitch. I'm just kidding. He's literally a sweet angel. I've had him for like 2 weeks and he plays fetch. He's tiny. He's literally so small. He doesn't look small, but he's tiny. He's just as like, he will come up to me. He won't even be touching me. He won't even be looking at me. He'll just sit next to me and he's purring. Like, you're just really that happy to be alive. We need to be like Pumpkin. We need Pumpkin in our lives, bitch. I'm so grateful for him. And I still have my cat Vladimir, but he's taking a nap right now. I'm grateful for Vladimir too, but he's a new little addition that we all needed. Vladimir needed a buddy. And so I got him a buddy. And it was probably one of the best decisions in the last year. But I've made so many good decisions in the last year. So many bad ones too. But we won't talk about those. I am gonna go because I feel like I'm going crazy. Valentine's Day is coming up. So, I hope this makes sense. I don't know. I'm at 30 minutes right now. Maybe I should just upload this as like a vlog. I don't know if anybody's going to watch a 30-minute video, but I said so much good stuff. What am I going to cut out? Ah! Beautiful. So, I am me. I am smart. I am genuine. I am kind to strangers. I'm funny as fuck. I always look good. Like, I really do. Like, I like legitimately think I do. Like, I didn't choose my body. It's not my fault I look this good, but I do. I'm pretty good with my plants. I take damn good care of my plants. Even if I don't want to, I still do. My eclectic style is out of this world. Cluttercore who? Like, I raise 2 amazing little kitties and they've been doing really well. I'm a good caretaker. Anyway, the list could go on. I cannot even stop with the compliments to myself, and you should start doing the same thing. You're not going to be cocky. You're going to be real. You're going to tell yourself the truth, and that's just it. Like, you're not being... I hope y'all don't think I'm being cocky. I'm just being me. I'm just being Miley. Okay. Bye, guys. My New Year's resolution. You want to hear what my New Year's resolutions are? Before I go, real quick. Wear glitter every day. Check. And don't put it down. Put it away. I saw that on TikTok. And your girl needs some help with that. Because I can get messy quickly. But it's okay. Don't put it down. Put it away.